It's Outer Wilds time. I'm back. Sorry it's been a while. Last time I played was last Friday evening. Let's just say life got in the way. Some things, needed to be done IRL. And let's also not forget that Baldur's Gate also recently came out, so I've been playing a little bit of that. Needless to say, my computer is struggling with it a little bit, but it's holding out around 30 frames per second, so I'm very proud of it. It's an old laptop. It's doing very well. Um, but yes, I'm not here to talk about Baldur's Gate. I'm here to try and learn some more things in Outer Wilds. So let's see what we learn today. Let's get Outer Wilds going, shall we? There we go. Hope everyone can hear. Then we switch over. Get this back up. Clicky clicky. Fidgety fidgety. Clicky clicky. Nice. Sounds are coming through. Awesome. Noise, 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 noise. Oh, this sound is... The game just sounds nice. This music is already becoming nostalgic, and I've only been away for a week. Let's turn it up a little bit on my end. Okay. Now, what happened last time? I feel like I did quite a bit last time. Let's try and remember what it was so we can be a bit effective today. So, I believe we started off in the Dark Bramble. Tried to figure out what was in there, spoke to a little buddy in there. He had some secrets to tell about getting down to the giant's deep core, which we did learn. So we figured out how to do that. We also found the third escape pod, as well as the graveyard. Hey! As well as the graveyard, which was quite sad, really, because it would have been incredibly desperate times for those Nomai. They only recently came into the area. They didn't last long. Tried to get back to the vessel, but the Dark Bramble sort of sent them out on a wild goose chase, and they didn't have enough oxygen to survive. So that was actually quite sad. I then actually also tried to get to the vessel myself and had a couple of tangles with the anglerfish that was sort of hiding around in the murk. And they scared me a few times, which probably would have been quite amusing to watch. I could never quite get through. There were always two waiting by the entranceway to the vessel, waiting for me. And last time my best attempt was just full power to see if I could just get past them with enough speed. That didn't work, needless to say. But I've had a brainwave since then, and really the thought should have occurred to me sooner. Along the lines of the fact that they are blind, despite the fact that they've got a little sort of light ahead of them. Which calls into question, how exactly do they know where I am? How do they hunt for me? How do they sense me? Hey, it's Eugene! Thanks, Eugene, for the raid. I've only just started. I'm just trying to remember what it was that I was doing last time. Raid Shadow Legends. And I've got a new strategy for raid ad spray. Ah! I am unfortunately not the Legend 27, so I do not partake in the Shadow Legends. They wouldn't want to sponsor me anyway. Anyway, Dark Bramble. So how are they hunting me if they're blind? So maybe they could hear me. So I think next time I will attempt to try and get to the vessel just by drifting silently and just sort of seeing if momentum... Yeah, you beat Zelda for the first time! Congratulations! I also need to do this. Definitely didn't need to repeatedly attempt. I feel like if you didn't need to, then you wouldn't necessarily need to put that clarifier in there, but congratulations. How was it? Did you enjoy it? Yes, I've got theories to test as well. So, first thing I want to do is see if I can drift through Dark Bramble space noiselessly without using any of the thrusters. I'm hoping there's not air resistance that kind of slows me down, but fingers crossed, eh? And then if I'm silent, they might not know that I'm there. So if I pick a good direction, hopefully I'll just squeeze through and get to the vessel. So that'll be attempt number one. So that was one of the things that I did last time. One of the other things was I finally made it down into the core of the Giant's Deep. We learned that for the last 280,000 years, the probe launcher has been launching probes into all directions of space. And there was like 9,300,000. Look, okay, you say air resistance in the vacuum of space, but there is very distinctly some form of fog or dust in the Dark Bramble, thick enough to at least obscure vision. So I'm gonna, like, the science, my science brain very much thinks there's going to be enough density there to form some kind of air resistance or some kind of dust resistance. But yeah, the probes. So the Nomai did eventually learn of the coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. But frustratingly, those are now locked away at the core at the middle of the Ash Twin. So I've got to figure out how to get in there. I then spent a little bit more time figuring out how to get to some of the other places on the Giant's Deep for some of the islands I didn't get to last time. I mean, how can the fish swim with there is nothing to push against, right? I mean, you raise a good point, and if they're swimming, so therefore there's friction, there's a medium, there's some kind of viscosity, unless they're like magneto fish and they use the power of magnets or telekinesis, but at which point, like, then they would be able to sense me regardless of me making noise, so I guess we'll see. But then I learnt of the masks at the Statue Island on the Giant's Deep, and there's two of us Harthians have been synced up with these masks, and that is why we are effectively experiencing these loops, because every loop, those recorded memories get projected back to a previous version of ourselves. But then there's also the significance of the third mask. Who are they? Who and where are they? How long have they been alive? How many times have they been experiencing these loops? And if they're a Nomai, how old is that Nomai? And are they effectively experiencing a 200,000+ year loop every single loop? That must be torturous. But again, so then I learned that those masks, that repository of those memories, also lie at the center of the Ash Twin. So how do I get to the Ash Twin? There's got to be something else to do there. I then go to Harthian Earth. So hang on, so what you're saying is that the game is unrealistic due to its lack of scientific consistency and therefore unplayable? I mean, if Hollywood taught me anything, scientific accuracy is never conducive to a good story. So let's suspension of disbelief a little bit. Although they are kind of accurate to some principles, and they have fun with it. I really like the spooky moon and the quantum rocks and all of that kind of stuff, which we'll get to because I've got some ideas of what I want to do with that. So I go to Hearthian Earth just to learn a few things there because I realised I hadn't explored there too much. I am a nerd, and I am proud to be a nerd. I'm even playing video games, which apparently used to be the old bastion of nerddom, but now it's mainstream. Ew. So I learnt at Hearthian Earth that they were mining resources to create the shell around the Ash Twin. So okay, I mean that's not necessarily a huge amount of news, but now I kind of know what it's made of, where that kind of came from, where those materials came from, but it doesn't answer the question of how do I get into the center of it. I do learn that they were making it completely airtight, so you can't necessarily get through it in the traditional means, like from the outside to the inside, and vice versa. Unless, of course, they've got a teleport pad or a warp pad somewhere. Video games before it was cool. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but there's always going to be those who are slightly older than me that were around playing the NES and the Super NES and the Ataris and all of that kind of thing, which was before my time. So it would be hypocritical to say that I was a hipster because I wasn't there from the very beginning. The original Game Boy and the PlayStation 1 and the N64 were my first exposures to the video game world, and that's kind of where I started, etc. I digress. So there's a little bit of exploration to do, and there's another few things I wanted to do. So, okay, more attempts to get to the vessel. That's also what I want to do. I also found the Quantum Tower on the Giant's Deep. I know, I'm just trying to remember all of the things. And then I learnt about taking images of quantum things, and if you're looking at the image of the thing, it stays put, which has given me ideas of trying to get onto the quantum moon without going up the quantum tower on the Brittle Hollow, which is another thing that I'd kind of like to attempt again to see if I can get up it. So I've got a few ideas, but we'll get to that. First things first, let's load in. Hey, PF guy. I've played on a Magnavox Odyssey. I have to admit, I can't picture exactly what console that is. I'll have to Google it later. So, take away my gaming credentials. I've lost them immediately. I'll just I'll turn off and uninstall everything that I have on Steam. All right. Okay. No. There we go. Released in the 1970s. Wow. That is old. So what would you play on? Was that where the original like Pong was played on, or was that even older? I'm not entirely sure. Released in the 1970s. Wow. Okay, so tradition. Spacesuit. Let's see what we learned last time via the ship's logs. Ah, yes, the radio tower. I saw some things in the radio tower as well. Oh, and I also went to one of the I went to a crater on Hearthian Earth and spoke to a miner or a botanist, or I forget his name, but it looked like it was the same kind of material as the interloper. So I've got to speak with him again. Radio tower designed to receive photos taken by the Deep Space Satellite. There are several photos of the entire solar system hanging on the walls. Hornfels noticed something strange in one of the photos, but concluded equipment malfunction was the only sensible explanation. Oh yeah, I saw that. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's the sixth thing. Who knows? Oh, whoops. And then there was Feldspat's Cam, Jellyfish, blah blah blah. And then we got the Darkseed Bramble. The Darkseed Bramble crashed here and has already taken root. Oh yeah. So it wasn't the interloper stuff. It was a Darkseed Bramble on Earth, and I did send a scout through it, and found Feldspar. So I kind of did things in a slightly weird order there, but there we go. Tektite wants to use a scout launch to get a look at what's inside. That's what I did. I launched my little scout into the seed. Somehow the seed is much bigger on the inside, so it's a Tada seed. Pong was the same year, but a different console. Oh, okay. Wow. So we're talking... Yeah, so that was that generation of games. And what have we got here? Oh, the Frozen Nomai Shuttle. I do want to visit there again because there's more to explore. Okay, so... let's at least get... a move on my first new thought on trying to get past some of the anglerfish by being as quiet and stealthy as possible. Get that out of the way first, because it'll either work or not work, and then I'm starting a new loop either way. Right, where are you, Dark Bramble? There you are. Out of Wilds Ventures, Quantum Fluctuations, Distraction Beacon. Nah. So one thing I want. Oops. One thing I want to know is there a way of like turning off my ship to make it extra silent? But we'll see. We'll see if me just not using rocket inputs will work. All right, here we go. Okay, so it looks like as long as we're moving, we just keep going forward. So that's a good sign. I hope. Yes, yes, yes. It did almost look like we were slowing down there for a moment. So this is a nice little testing ground. Let's have a look. The Odyssey's graphics were translucent plastic sheets you would place on the TV screen. What? It's like Portal Speedy thing going in. Oh yeah. Ooh. Okay. Okay, it's not reacting to me. It's not reacting to me. Which means if I just put an input in, it will start reacting to me. So... Yep, there we go. Okay, so... We know now, we know now, we know now. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. We can get to the vessel. Theory confirmed. We learnt a small thing, and that was a very tiny loop, but it was valuable. Some would say that was valuable information. All right, vessel, here we come. So one thing I do need to do is send a scout to the vessel so I know what to aim for once I get there. A true scientist would see how much throttle you can get away with, if any. I mean, so that's like a theory of multiple steps, right? You basically get the absolute minimum, and then you can see what the boundaries are. So I know what the minimum is. But thank you for that thought prompt. Maybe we can have a little play around with how much throttle I can get away with. Oh, I'd have to be very gentle. because it did look like we kind of came to a stop right in front of it. So I probably do need the occasional little throttle push. So, let's go and find the distress beacon. Here we go. Right, if I remember correctly, it was over in this direction. Yeah. So maybe if it's just like, ooh, not even that, but just a tiny little throttle that doesn't register at all on like the orange lights, because that already was probably too much. All right, here we go. Oh. That's a huge floating chunk. I don't think there are any anglerfish in here, or at least I've never come across them. Here are the lights. There's the graveyard. That's kind of what I want. This graveyard is very sad. Ah. Right, let's do this. They're hugging in death. I know, it's unbelievably sad. Oh, this place just... I know. Oh, man. It's incredibly tragic. It really hits me in the feels, this place. Okay. Let's give it a go, shall we? So, very gentle thrusting. Hey, oi oi. Is that an anglerfish over there, I wonder? Alright, okay. Okay. Quiet. Quiet and steady. Oh my god, there's 3 of them. If I touch their antenna, will they react? No! Oh no! Damn it! That scared me more than it should. Ah. Okay. So I know I can do this now. Now enter the stubborn part of me that just won't relent until I do it. Is it? is it theoretically quieter for me to just go in my ship? No, in my spacesuit. That is the question. But then, do I have enough fuel to get to where I want to be, where I want to go? Alright, okay. That could be something I can try next time. Alright, Dark Bramble, there you are. Off we go. There's the crater with the bramble seed. I still haven't landed on Hollow's Lantern. Whoops. That's something I feel like I need to do. What if all of this time the warp pad to the center of the Ash Twin is in Hollow's Lantern? No, that would be too easy, surely. Oh, unless they put it on the Quantum Moon, because I haven't been there yet. Interesting. Anyway, I want to get to the vessel. I want to try and get to the vessel. And once I've gotten to the vessel, I will learn a few things, I imagine. And then we can have a go at trying to get to... trying to get onto the Quantum Moon. So, losing my trail of thought halfway through a sentence. Whoops, and here we go. Aha, there it is. I suppose I could just fire it from my ship. But I feel like I'm less accurate doing that. Can I select the gravesite from my ship's log? I don't know. I have not tried. I did not. I either did not realize I could do that, or I have happily forgotten it. Ooh, hang on. View entries. Know my mines. I learnt a thing there. The Know My Mines. Once the shell was finished, the Know My checked to ensure there were no longer any physical entrances or cracks. But why would they check on Timber Hearth? Alright, okay. Anything else? Ah! Can I not select that thing? Oh no, that is the station. Okay. And that's that station. That's that station. I guess I've not been there, and then I've also not landed on that yet. Okay. Rumor mode. Where is the gravesite from here? Charles Camp, Frozen Bramble, Ocean Depths. Wait. Astro Project. Know My Grave. Mark location on Hood. Although I don't necessarily... Oh yeah, there it is. Know My Grave, 20 meters. Well, that makes things easier. I managed to find it quite quickly, though. Okay. I guess attempt number 2 in my spaceship. And then if that doesn't work, attempt number 3, I'll just try in my space suit. Go in full speed. I tried that last time, it didn't work. I say last time, like last stream, I called it the Jeremy Clarkson method. Alright, okay. I will try to go in through the entrance at full speed and just see if that momentum carries. No, it just immediately silenced me. This is a bit better. 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 I've got to be very careful. I don't know if I'm still moving, that's the problem. Oh my god, I don't think I am. No, the white lights around me are kind of moving. And that's counting down. I can see some things off in the distance. I'm not touching anything until I definitely know I'm not moving. What's that? Is that like the center? Are these dark bramble seeds? Oh, the scout's over there. What happens if I touch them? Do I die? I want to investigate, but I've spent so long getting here. Oh, gentle touches, gentle touches, gentle touches. Gentle touches. Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe. Oh, God. If I feel like I'm close enough to that now that I can just go full speed ahead. Okay, Leroy Jenkins. Here we go. Okay. I got through. I don't know if they were seeds or not. All right. There's the vessel. I found it. The question is, are there any more sneaky anglerfish here? Well, I guess I'll find out, and and you guys will find out from a jump scare. Oh, look at this. We're here. It's the vessel. What secrets will I learn here, I wonder? Alright, okay, let's hop out of my ship. Okay, some skeletons. There's my scout. Okay, there's a corridor. I assume this is the way in. I know there was a thing there. I don't know if it's possible to get inside it. Right, okay. Let's go and explore, shall we? Oh, there's not going to be any jump scares in here, are there? Okay, some stuff up there to explore. That keeps going round. that skeleton almost scared me. Does this door open if I approach it? No. Okay. I could just foresee it suddenly popping open within a blink of an eye, and there's just kind of like this like face waiting for me on the other side. Right. Okay. I guess let's go this way. Oh, there's some trees, so I get some oxygen. Right. What have we got here then? Ship log updated. You were trying to do a thing with that. Is that interactable for me? It is. Oh, it's a warp core. Oh, it's a warp core. Wait! Man, I wish you had sound alerts right now. What do you mean? Oh, like set up on Twitch. I have no idea how to set them up. I should probably dedicate some time to doing that. But oh, you are a cruel man for trying to do that to me right now. I would probably definitely jump. Okay, so this warp core then, the sort of the brain, um, the, the the brain flash that I just had. What's the actual word for that? This is the warp core that they were talking about during the Ash Twin project, or in the Brittle Hollow for I mean, the entire point of the Black Hole Forge was to try and create a warp core that was as sophisticated or as powerful as this one right here. I can't remember exactly what it was being used for, but I think one of them is the one responsible for getting in and out of the Ash Twin, maybe? Maybe? It was all to do with like the Ash project, and that's why they were zipping about all over the place. In terms of like getting resources from Timber Hearth and having a warp platform to like get things easily over to the Ash Twin and the Ember Twins, etc. What happens if I pick it up? Pick up warp core. Insert warp core. I'm not ready to do that just yet. Because I want to see if there's things to read first. So that's definitely a ball that can move around. There's a thing there. If I move you up, that doesn't do anything. Alright, let's move you down. Anything down here? Ooh. Oh, that's the Eye of the Universe. That's the signal they were following. Okay, let's read this. Felix, I'm recording now. I've never encountered anything like this. The signal the vessel is receiving appears to be older than the universe itself. Now, this is something that they talked about in all of their lore. Eskel then says, this is our first contact with anything of this nature. Everyone prepare to warp immediately! Eskel, wait, I need more time to send an outgoing message. Shouldn't we tell another clan where we're going? We can send the message upon our arrival. This extraordinary signal appeared suddenly. It may disappear just as quickly, and we can't lose a discovery this incredible. Focus on preparing for the warp instead. I understand. Anona, is the vessel ready to warp to the signal's approximate coordinates? The warp core is powered, but this will be a significant jump. Afterwards, we'll need time to recharge the core. That shouldn't create a problem, provided we arrive at or near the signal source. Everyone ready to warp. Okay. Ship's log updated. This kind of like sort of confirms everything that we already know. Alright, okay, so let's put this in and see if it powers anything. Insert warp core. Ship's log updated. Nothing happened. Ship's log updated. If I move this around. Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, wait. I wish we had gravity. Okay. Ah, okay. What does that do? %50 fuel remaining. Oh, I'm wasting so much fuel doing this. Oh, because I've got a constant source of oxygen, can I not tell my suit to just use oxygen instead as the fuel source? Alright, okay. Well, let's put you down. Let's bop you down there. What did that do? Okay. Do that. And then back in there now that I've raised this up. Eeh. No! Okay, well, I'm wasting time and fuel. Let's move you around this way. Not sure what that did. Oh wait, there's... I didn't realise there was more up here. Okay. What could it mean? I don't know! Alright, so. Right, stop moving. There. Okay, so this is Eskel's vessel. Something went badly wrong during our warp. Our vessel is mortally wounded. We need help as quickly as possible. Our vessel appears to have... Has it fused with the local environment somehow? There are vines that are now part of the vessel. It's been torn apart from it's been torn apart from inside itself. Felix, we are abandoning our vessel. Any Nomai clans or spaceflight capable species receiving this message, I implore you. I implored you? I implore you. We need your help. Is this broken? Can anyone hear me? Our vessel is dying. We need immediate assistance. Oh, that's kind of sad. No more writing there. Ship log updated. I applaud you, sir. What do you applaud me for? That's the question. Kana says, do any Nomai clans whose vessels can hear this message? It's clear the universe... it's clear the universe is dying. There are fewer and fewer resources and safe places within space now, so my clan and I believe the best option is for all of our clans to stay together. If you can reach the gloaming galaxy, we found that Blackrock's suns are fairly stable, and life in this star system is, comparatively, thriving. We live in relative safety. So are we in the gloaming galaxy currently? I have to assume so, because we seem to be one of the last few places where everything is alive. Don't know. If you prefer to continue exploring alone, know you will be on your own. And then Bromi says, Canna, we're making our way to you. No, you're talking about me in the background. Canna, it's good to hear from you, Bromi. We'll watch for your vessel. Has anyone heard from Neen? His clan was on its way to our vessel, but they never arrived, and he hasn't sent any messages. I'm beginning to worry. That is unsettling. It reminds me of that old myth my grandmother used to tell, the disappearance of Eskel. Clam. Clam. I remember hearing that story as a child. One day, Eskel's vessel simply stopped responding. The other clans searched and searched, but found no trace. It was as if their missing friend had warped out of existence. Hyssop then chimes in, that's no myth, friends. Eskel's clan existed, and their story was real. What a curious event to have passed into myth. Our ancestors' ancestors were told that story when they were young. Are you sure it's true, Hyssop? It was a very long time ago, but yes. My clan's ancestors searched for Eskel's clan for a long time, but in the end, none of them were ever seen again. It's the only time in our history a vessel has ever disappeared this way. Curiouser and curiouser. Hyssop, I hope you aren't comparing Eskel's story to my clan's vessel. Neem, my friend, we feared you were gone. Not yet we aren't, but nearly. We found trouble during our warp. The triple suns of the bright spark star system exploded. Wow. And it was only a lucky coincidence we weren't caught in the blast. We'll meet you soon, Canna. Oh, too late. Come on. I'm relieved your clan is safe, Neem. It's good to hear your words. Any vessels nearby, remember to be extremely cautious of potentially unstable stars. Which is most of them now. Wow, okay, that was the whole tapestry. Right, I need to get some more fuel, and then I'm going to try and play around with that. So quickly, back to my ship while I have the fuel to get there. I think it was... Ow. Which way? This way. Fuel level critical, I'm aware, thank you. I don't have time to read my ship's log just yet. But it'll be waiting for me on the next loop. Simon Klaus is outside and not fed. Others are fed. Okay, thank you for letting me know. He'll, I guess, have to wait a bit longer. Let's orient ourselves. Ow, I just crashed into a skeleton. Sorry, my guy. That was probably not very nice of me. Right, okay. That's not doing anything, so presumably I need to do something with this thing over here. I don't want to boot this down. What happens? Oh! What does that do? There's probably... That's probably like a swipe code thing to like activate the ship. But I don't know what the code is, and unless we want to spend hours trying to sort of trial and erroring it, then might be more prudent to have a look around through... Oh, wait. It might not be that complicated. Okay. Maybe I was overthinking it. So I've done all of that. Now we go back round. Go back round again. He's probably doing his thing where he's excited outside. Yeah, probably. Alright. Oh. Oh, hang on then. So we do this. Probably don't need to do anything with that. Now what happens when we move this back? Ooh, stop being too excited. And... nothing. Right. Oh, I can't check to see how much time I've got left. Right, okay. Well, I'm grabbing this then. That's my ship. Let's go this way. He's being very excited, kitty. Catting around. Does this door open? No. Alright. Okay. I don't know if I can activate anything in there. I don't know if I've done anything wrong. Or if I've missed something. Maybe my ship's log will tell me, but now I'm pretty sure I can get back here relatively easy. Let's explore a little bit around here then, shall we? It does look like it's seen better days, I agree. I was thinking it looked a little bit broken. But you may as well try. Which means, I think I've got to find a warp course somewhere else. And then bring it back. Or maybe take this to the Black Hole Forge and get it fixed. Look at this thing. Oh. Right, this is the end of the loop. So the answer to my question earlier was, not a lot of time remaining. Right, where's my ship? There was a little sort of... Oh. I mean, it's doing some glowy light things. What does that mean? Did I activate something? Were they glowing when I first got here? Okay, what about underneath the ship? Come on, little spaceship boosters. I know you're not very fast. Fuel level critical. That's fine. I'm about to die. Can I go up through the bottom? No, not really. Okay, well that's the end of the loop, by the way. Alright, okay, so now we die. And now we can read some of the ship's logs. And then we can always come back here if we need to. Hey, NASA's back in full contact with its lost space probe Voyager 2. For all of those who care. And we're following that story. Okay, that was a more productive loop. Let's do some reading. If it says there's more to explore here, so help me. I bet it will, though, because I bet there's something to do with that console that I couldn't figure out. Hi, Voyager. Hey, there's the moon. Wait. Oh no, I don't have my equipment. Oh well. Which means now, next time I see it, it won't be there. Yeah, I thought so. Alright. Alright. Let's see what we learned. I mean, they could just say it and we would have no choice but to believe them. I mean, you're right. Hey, where's my ship's log? Why isn't it updated? Oh, the vessel. I guess it is possible for, like, citizen scientists to try and tune into it. Oh, no. Because you'd need a suit. Yeah, no. I guess we would have to believe them. Alright, okay. I found the derelict Nomai vessel deep within Dark Bramble. The vessel's warp core is long dead. There we go. I activated a 3-sided pillar on the vessel's bridge that appears to be some sort of input device. But I didn't learn anything more from that. The Nomai tried to call for help, but the vessel's outgoing message system broke during the crash. The vessel can still hear... so the vessel can still hear incoming messages from other Nomai vessels. The remaining Nomai clans are regrouping in response to the impending death of the universe. I found a recording of the original signal the Nomai encountered from the Eye of the Universe. The Nomai were worried the signal might disappear, so they warped before they could tell another clan where they were going. I reckon... Whoops. I reckon the aliens turned it off for a bit while they examined it. Who knows? Or maybe they just kind of got in the way of the signal path for a bit. Alright. Okay, so it says there's nothing more to learn there, which is at least something. I want to go there. I don't think I can take... I mean, I guess I could always try, but I don't know what to do with it yet, so I'll just keep it in the back of my mind. I was going to say, I don't think I could take, or should take, the warp core anywhere with me, because that might be a waste of time. Oh, there you are. You're actually around Timberhearth, but you won't be there anymore when I disappear. Okay. Plan of action. I'd like to try and see if I can get on the Quantum Moon. But I also want to have another go at getting up the Quantum Tower on the Brittle Hollow. Just for the, the giggles. See if we can do it. Oh, it's Elijah. He's come to visit. Ooh, okay, cool. I also kind of want to land in there somehow. Somewhere. I don't know if that's wise. So it's constantly spewing shit. But that's for another time. Right, okay, so where's the Quantum Tower? It's that thing. Hey, Nige. There's his little tail. Goodbye. Okay, so then. I guess we just land our ship over here. So it doesn't get bunched around by the trees or the quantum rock. It might get hit by some meteors. now, if I do this, it should just stay there. The trees are moving around though. Can I do the thing where this... Oh no, because this one just sort of teleports around this surface area, as far as I'm aware. I'd like to get in there somehow. Can I study this room a little bit? Can I see any other means of entry? Can I... Those lights aren't changing, are they? No. Can I see evidence of the quantum shard here? No, so I can't take a ride at the quantum shard. Alright, okay. Let's head down. Beneath your feet lies the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. If you're preparing to make your first pilgrimage, descend the steps to the entrance below. The knowledge held within will help you on your journey. Okay, well, let's see how far we get. Did I find the sandworm yet? I don't think they exist. I also haven't been back to the Ash Twin yet. Oh, that's about to fall down. I hope that didn't have my ship on it. Nearly. Alright, okay, what else have we got in here? Got some floors over there. So, I want to say that I can use my scout to do something. Because I can fire it through. Is that like a red herring? Is that just kind of like teasing me? Little worm. Okay, so let's head on down, shall we? May as well point that back up because I'll probably want to go back up. What about those? Could I use them somehow? Use that. Those are the ones that I was just looking at. And no, they basically just go here, don't they? I can't... Oops. I can't, like, redirect them at all, can I? How... Okay, so question. How high can I jump with my boosters? Okay, not high enough. Can I... Alright, okay, let's see if there is anything I can see from this angle. Can I just stand on the edge here? Not really. No, it doesn't like it, does it? Can I stand on my scout? What if I... Yep. No, that didn't work. Okay, so I'm still not entirely sure how to get it up there. I'm down there. Okay, so that's a viewing platform, like a projection platform thing. wondering where the receiving end of that is. Okay, what else have we got? Surface integrity 68%. Okay. Oh, that went all the way up. I didn't mean for it to do that. So here's a bunch of, like, here's all the symbols of all the places. We've kind of learned what they all are. Come back. Let's land there. Alright, so now what have we got on this floor? Nothing really. We've got just more of this. 3 minutes of oxygen left. Don't know yet. Okay, so I'm gonna head back up, go back into my ship, see if I can find the quantum moon and get on it manually. I'll get back to this later. I'm sure I'll figure it out. I'm sure there's something that I'm missing that I'll discover at some point. Unless it was all in front of me all along. At which point, you guys watching are probably pulling your hair out with frustration. Yeah, no, it's an interesting little head scratcher. This, I agree, and I keep coming back to it, and I do keep occasionally thinking about it. Oh God, I just thought of a crazy idea of how to do it. But I don't think it'll work, and it would need some crazy skill to pull it off. But what if I used a gravity assist from the black hole below and kind of like swung past it using its momentum and just like flinging me up at the perfect angle that would make me miss the ground at the bottom of this tower, but also fling me right up like a little bullseye dart up through the base of the tower up to the higher levels. I don't think I've got the skill to pull that off. I would love to know if people have actually pulled it off on the internet. I might have to see if there's some videos. Right, okay, question. Oh, my ship is still around, that's good. I don't see any warp platforms. Oh no, I didn't want you to fall all the way down, but there we go. Because that's a viewing platform, that's not a warp platform, very different. Okay, cool, so now what have we got on this floor? I don't think we've got any warp platforms here either, so I'm just going to go see if I can manually get to the quantum moon, if I have time at this point. It's worth a try, right? If I get desperate later on, I'll definitely give it a go. But somehow I don't think it is the way. Oh! What if the key is in here somewhere? Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! That's a viewing platform! Oh, sneaky. Alright, okay. How much time have I got left? We've got one more rotation of the interloper. Alright, lantern. Alright. Let's see what we've got on the lantern. Alright, where are you? Alright, okay. Okay. Hollow lantern, here I come. Okay, this is going to be one hell of a landing. Where would I even where would I even land my ship? Would I land on there? And then get around with my spacesuit? Would I try and fly my ship inside one of the craters? These are all questions. Okay, no, there's nothing in that crater. Oof. That one's about to erupt. Which is the one that had the thing on the inside? It wasn't that one. It wasn't that one. Where's the other crater? I say crater, I mean spewing hole of hell. Right, okay. Come on. Come on. Is it in this one? Is it in this one? No, it's not in this one. Is it in this one? It is. Alright, okay. Can I land in there? That's the question. Oh! Alright, okay. Maybe. Uh-oh. This isn't good. Oh! Precarious. But we're here. How much time did I waste on that? Okay, we've got a tiny bit of time. Right, okay. Whoa. Barely got any usable gravity in here. There's nothing to read over there, is there? No. Okay. Alright, okay, what have we got? What have we got? Warning, increased solar activity detected. Warning, increased volcanic activity detected. Verdict, location is now inhospitable. Evacuation recommended. Okay, so Hollow's lantern was not always erupting to the point where the brittle hollow was breaking apart. I mean that's obvious, right? Because otherwise it would just be a black hole where the brittle hollows was, and there would be no like civilization living there. Okay, so what have we got? This is a new symbol. Maybe that's the quantum tower, eh? Oh, Timber Hearth. That's what that's. Well, okay. Let's do some reading. Root says, friends in the Timber Hearth mines. The last type of ore you sent us survives the longest in direct heat. Can you send us more of the same for additional testing? We're attempting to improve its durability. And our forge has already burned through everything you sent. Ueno then says, we'll deliver more to Hollow's Lantern immediately. You must be fired up about crafting the Ash Twin Project's protective shell. My gratitude. I imagine we'll also have an updated estimate soon of how much ore is needed to seal off Ash Twin Project. Yes, the idea of an encasement that's supernova-proof, however briefly, has kindled my curiosity. Oh, so they're building a bunker! So what if they do have some surviving members? And what if they've been, like, living for generations within the Ash Twin? I mean, probably not. But then, just coincidentally, there is just one person left. Speculation until confirmed. Will it be more than we initially thought? It will be significantly more. The smallest crack or opening in the protective shell would destroy everything. Interesting. But we know it survives. Oh, we think we do. Oh, well, actually, we don't know if it survives each loop, despite the supernova, because we get transported back. But then, would we even transport back if the contents of the shell doesn't survive to record our memories because we die to the supernova to then send it back? So my going theory is it does survive the supernova. I just read that. Let's put this here. Okay, what have we got? That must be the quantum tower, right? Oh no, it's the Ember Hollow. Okay, these are the mines, and this is how they kind of like communicate very quickly if they need more or less. Hum. Okay, I didn't really learn much there. This was not the key to getting to the quantum tower, which is frustrating. Unless there's more in here, which I don't think there is. Interloper's over there. This might be enough time. To test out. Can I? Fuck. My theory in terms of getting into the there you are. Perfect. Right. So let's see what happens. Elijah. There's a cat in front of me. He's blocking the screen. Right. Ah, that's kind of annoying. Okay, bring back. Right, now I have an image of it. So hopefully it doesn't disappear as I go to it. Let's see what happens, eh? Oh! Haha! Where am I? It worked! I would like to land, please. Oh, is it going to disappear if I leave my cockpit? Okay. Unidentified signal nearby. Quantum moon. I'm on the moon! Haha! Take that, quantum moon! Okay, you guys managed to get your pilgrimage to here. There's my thing. So, just as the lore said, we do end up on the South Pole. This stuff looks like the Brittle Hollow ground, doesn't it? Now the question is... Oh! Oh, there's their pilgrimage ship that takes them here. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I'm gonna drop this. I think I've read this already. Okay, I'm here. After watching it wander the skies for so long, I'm about to stand for the first time on the quantum moon. As expected, my shuttle landed at the moon's south pole. This is something I learned last time. I will make the remainder of my journey on foot. Oh, I don't have enough time. The interloper is about to destroy everything. But now I know how to get back here, like, easily. We don't know why the Quantum Moon always welcomes its visitors at the South Pole, but just that this is true. As a child, I considered such unknowns sinister. Now, though, I understand they bear no ill will. The universe is, and we are. I am ready. Okay. The question is then, which way do we go? Oh, look, okay. I guess, I mean, I kind of wanted to go to the North Pole, so here I am. What secrets have you got for me? So that looks like Giant's Deep. That is the Brittle Hollow. That one is the one on Timber Hearth, I want to say. No. Yes. And I haven't got enough time! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, Nige. I can't really do anything with that, can I? Oh no, there's things to read. Oh, I'm not going to have time. You have recalled the rule of quantum imaging. Recall the rule of sixth location. Okay, so I haven't recalled that. Recall the rule of quantum entanglement. Have I actually? So I have recalled. So I've not done that one, and I've not done that one. So presumably I need to do all of them to unlock some form of next step. Presumably. But didn't I learn the quantum entanglement one? Because I jumped around. Didn't I? Where is that? Recall the rule of quantum entanglement. Where is that? What do you mean by that, Eugene? Okay, I'm gonna have to consult my ship's log to make sure I haven't missed anything. I was about to say maybe I've got to do the whole pilgrimage in one loop, but if that were true, in that loop I didn't go down to the one on the Giant's Deep, and it still said that I'd recalled it. So then, what have I still not learnt about that one? I still need to go back over to the observatory, because apparently there's some new exhibits in there. Like it said at the very beginning of my at the very end of my very first loop of the game. Alright, okay. What have we learnt? Okay, we've got a little image. We've got the Quantum Shrine. Okay, so volcanic testing sites. Ore samples from Nomai mines on Timber Hearth were sent to this volcano for durability testing. The Nomai were trying to craft a briefly supernova-proof shell to encase the Ash Twin project. Even the smallest crack or opening in the protective shell would destroy everything. I gotta go back to that one. Alright, okay, so we've got the Quantum Moon. I was able to land on the surface of the Quantum Moon. Yes! I found a dead Nomai in a spacesuit near the South Pole. Why did they die there? Could they not get back out? It's not saying there's more to learn, but I've still got to learn about the 6th location. The quantum moon sometimes disappears, possibly to an unknown 6th location. But there's more secrets to learn about that. Quantum Shrine. Okay, so a Nomai shrine that wanders, a shrine that wanders about the quantum moon. So maybe I was lucky to find it. You have recalled the rule of quantum imaging. Is inscribed next to a mural of a tower on an island, which is the thing. Recall the rule is inscribed next to a mural of a quantum shard in a cave, and recall the rule of the 6th location is inscribed next to a mural of a tower hanging above a black hole, which is the one on the Brittle Hollow. Alright, okay, so Tower of Quantum Trials. This is the one that's on the Brittle Hollow. No, the Giant's Deep. I've done that one. We've got the Quantum Grove, which I thought I was at. Found a poem written on one of the trees. Maybe I need to sort of have a look at that poem again. Quantum Caves. Nomai noticed a strange wandering rock that appeared in multiple caves on Ember Twin's Northern Hemisphere Ember Twin. Yes, and I used that to hitch a ride to get around to various different places. I found a strange rock shard that moves while I'm not watching it. If it's a signal, blah blah blah. Lakebed Cave. Yes, I've done that to travel to the quantum object. One must stand on the object and cease to observe my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness, blah blah blah. Yeah, so I know this. There's a quantum moon locator, blah blah blah. I've learnt all that I can about that. There's the gravity cannon. This tower, located on Brittle Hollow's equator, held useful knowledge for Nomai embarking on their first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. A Nomai named Sir Lanham was told to visit the Tower of Quantum Knowledge on the equator to learn one final rule before embarking. Oh, son. Embarking on a pilgrimage to the quantum moon. And I managed to get there. Probably before my time, but I managed to get there. Strange rock that wanders when no one is watching. Nomai determined this shard is the reason objects in this grove behind blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Well, I'm missing a piece of the puzzle, or maybe 2 pieces of the puzzle. Well, I'm literally missing 2 pieces of the puzzle. One of them is in the Brittle Hollow, but I'm not entirely sure how to get up the tower yet. I suppose I could always try and do that gravity-assisted sling using the black hole, but I feel like that's going to be a challenge. And then there's one in the cave somewhere. But where's that cave? Lakebed Cave. But I did that. I did this. Unless I've just been incredibly unlucky in terms of the places it puts me. But I thought this only took me to 3 different locations. Hum hum hum. Hum 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 hum. Okay, so there's still that big question mark that I want answering. I think the mysterious object on one of these photos is the mysterious 6th location. But I could be wrong. Huge cylindrical structure that generates a strong upward gravity field. I recall I know my shuttle. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so frozen Nomai shuttle. There is more to explore here. I kind of want to at least clear that, so let's go. Let's go there. Just, you know, to see if there's anything more that I can find while I'm here. Oh, yeah. It's going to say that it's on the interloper, isn't it? Yeah. Nothing really more I can do there, I don't think. I don't think there's anything more to explore here. Because that is the observatory. There is... Oh no, that's not the Quantum Tree Grove, which I do want to try and find. That'll take us back to the Ash Twin. Where is the Quantum Grove? Is it here? It is! Right, I want to read... Oh, I've not really explored there yet. Alright, okay. I've immediately gotten distracted by my own whimsical wanderings. Okay. What's up this treehouse? Good evening, Johnny Titan. How is Wilding? Wilding is going well, I think. I've managed to get onto the Quantum Moon, but I've not done the other two things that I need to recall. I can only recall one of the three things. I've also found the vessel in the Dark Bramble. The secret was to be quiet. Yes, the Sneaky Moon, indeed. Chert's research notes. Property of Chert. I've detected a strange signal coming from somewhere within the grove in this crater. It's very similar to the signal emitted by the Quantum Moon, so it stands to reason two signals are probably related. We don't know much about the Quantum Moon, seeing as no one's ever been able to land on it, but hopefully studying the signal in the grove will reveal more about it. One thing I do want to do is go around and talk to the various people on the planetary locations, because I have learned a bunch of things since I last spoke to them. So there's probably some things to actually, you know, go and talk to them about. Maybe they have some more insights for me. Yeah, so I managed to get into the Quantum Moon and I found the shrine, which had a mural of basically saying, recall this, but I still need to recall a couple of other things. That's annoying. And I thought I'd done the one in the cave. I thought that was everything to do with the one on the Ember Twin, where you sort of hitched a ride and it took you to a couple of different locations, like the rule of quantum entanglement. But I've obviously not triggered the correct part about it, which is kind of frustrating. So I'm either being incredibly unlucky in terms of the places it's taking me, or I've missed something. Because I thought it only sort of teleported you 3 different locations. I don't know if there's any more, but I kept trying to sort of trigger it a bunch of times and it just took me to the same 3 locations. Hello. Right. Can I sit on you? Nope. Hang on. Huh. Okay, now I look away. And I look back. Oh, come on. I'm doing the thing. I'm trying to do the quantum entanglement thing. Okay. Fine. Okay, where's the sign? There you are. Right. In the ancient glade, it's always dark. The quiet shade across old bark. In the ancient glade, which I think is where this is, it's always dark. Okay, fine. The quiet shade across old bark. What does that mean? It's not always dark. I mean, it just isn't. Hey, Nitro. How is Outer Wilds treating me? Very well. I don't know how much of it you've seen me play, but I think I'm getting to like the last few things I need to do in the main game. I've not done any sort of DLC stuff, but lots of people have recommended me play this, and so I'm giving it a go. I can't obviously show you the ship's log at the moment, but I've been to a bunch of different places. I've been around there, I've been to the sun station, I've had a look around on the Interloper, I've been all around the Giant's Deep, I've managed to get to the vessel in the Dark Bramble. I finally landed on this and learned like some small things. And I've managed to get onto the actual Quantum Moon, but I've like missed two things, which is kind of frustrating. I still haven't figured out how to get into the Quantum Tower on the Brittle Hollow, and and the game still thinks I've not done everything that I need to do on the Ember Twin with regards to the rock that teleports around. So, loud. So, I might need to try and re-explore. Oh, look where we are. I might need to try and re-explore the teleporting quantum entanglement rocks on the Ember Twin to see if there's not anything that I've missed. Annoying if I have, because I thought I did everything I needed to do with that. But yeah, no, I'm definitely enjoying what I have been playing of it. I'm enjoying the mystery. I'm enjoying like learning the lore and the history of the Nomai, and like some like real, I say real fundamental things, but there's some like deep philosophical things happening. There's the universe exploding and all of that kind of shit. Anyway, I would like to go back to the Nomai shuttle. I don't think I can get to it because I think it's encased in ice when I'm on it. So I'll just recall it. Oh yeah, because it's on the inside because it's landed. Oh no, I'm confusing shuttles. I'm confusing the one on the Quantum Moon. So I'm gonna go back here. Alright, which way are you going round? Okay. I'm not going to use the auto computer because it'll just crash me into the sun. But yeah, and I've also learnt about the masks and how they're basically saving my memories and then projecting them back to a past version of myself. I know that yeah, the autopilot does love the sun. I've gone a little bit too fast here. Yeah, so I've learned that myself and our friend Gabro on the Giant's Deep are two of the people that have synced up with the statues. And there's a mysterious third person that is actively like going through the loops like we are, but I don't know who they are. I don't know where they are. All I know is that, well, I say I know, but I'm pretty sure I know that these statues. Oh no, I do know because I've been learning things. Um, the things that I want to get to, the things that I want to learn, are at the center of that astral body there, and I'm not entirely sure how to get to the center of it. So we'll see. I've got to try a few different things, but first let's recall the Interloper's shuttle. And see if I can't learn anything more from it. So I want to clear that little asterisk on my ship's log. Oh, speaking of ship's log, if you're still around, Nitro, let me just show you my thing. These are all the things that I've learned. So a chunk of things. Right now I'm here to try and sort of clear that asterisk because it's been annoying me for a while. And I'm annoyed that I haven't explored everything. Where is it? There. Alright, let's go down. Ow. There's not anything down here, is there? No. This is not covered in sand that rises up either. Don't think I can get lower down. Something's obviously knocked it over. Can I... Where does that go? Oh! And there's all of this kind of stuff. I think. What's in here? Oh, there's probably stuff I've still not explored on here. That's kind of annoying. Oh, well, there's definitely not stuff that I've still not explored. Who am I kidding? Right, okay, so shuttle is currently at the comet, so I want to recall it. Activate the cannon, I don't want to do that. Call shuttle home. Alright. Ow. Ow. Alright, okay, let's go. Let's go inside. Untranslated thingy. Okay, I fear our situation may be dire. Pi and Pokey and I landed on the comet not long after our shuttle arrived in this star system. Our shuttle's equipment heard strange readings coming from nearby beneath the surface. Ooh, let's have a look. Very nice. Got a lot learned, but still a lot to learn. Oh no! No spoilers, please. But that's exciting. More to learn is good. To locate a fissure in the ice, blah blah blah, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the readings. I've done that also. But Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow the protocol, but I don't know. And it's this entire tragedy was sad because they couldn't go back before just like the interloper explosion caused the death of every Nomai, and then just like vaporized them, turned them into skeletons. Hey, hang on a minute. Can I do something with that? That must be how they get recalled. Right, okay. No, that doesn't do anything. Oh, that does send us out. Oh no, we're going into the sun! Go back! What did that do? Okay, we are back. That was potentially quite bad. Oh, wait. No, that didn't do anything. I don't know what this does. So, like, I know the one on the left shoots us up. I know this one... Whoa! Oh. What's going on here? I don't know how bad this is. Where are we? Where is my ship? Okay. Nice landing, thank you. You're the first person that I see landing with that thing. That was impressive. I'd love to say I knew exactly what I was doing, but I don't. I don't know how I did that, why that worked, what triggered it. Oh, what's this? What's this? I've already been there. It's just kind of like... Oh, is this the city underneath here? I think it is. Right, okay. So I can't do that anymore. Because it's full of sand. How much time have I got? Okay, we are on the last few minutes. I mean, I suppose I could have... You could probably tell that by the colour of the sun, but hey-ho. Let's land on the Ash Twin. I want to see if I can't get near the... The space adventure is going very well, thank you. I've learnt many things. I'm kind of like at a point where some things are just a little bit frustrating in terms of I feel like I'm so close to some things, but also at the same time not. I don't want to land on that. There we go. Right, okay, let's explore this planet a little bit, shall we? I've done better landings. I kind of want to see what the central shell of the Ash Twin looks like. Oh, wait, hang on. May as well fill up some jetpack fuel. There we go. While I'm here. It would be a shame if I couldn't easily get around. Alright, okay. What's this? Okay, so that's the Brittle Hollow landing pad. I still can't see something that looks like an entrance or a hard shell. There's nothing much I can do with that thing. That is the base of the Giant's Deep Tower, but I don't really want to go up it. I don't need to. Let me move, please. There's the South Pole thing. People keep talking about sandworms, or people have mentioned sandworms. I won't spoil anything, don't worry. What is it that you find frustrating? I mean, it's not necessarily frustrating, it's just like a few dangling loose ends that I haven't figured out how to quite get to just yet. And I feel like if I can just get to one of them, a lot of different things will click into place. The only real frustrating is the little asterisks on there is more to learn here with regards to the interloper nomai shuttle, and I don't know how to clear it. Oh, an entrance, an entrance! Oh no, that just teleports me up. I don't want that. I don't need that. Oh, there's my ship. How did you get underneath that? I didn't park you underneath anything. Alright, okay. This just looks like more floor. That's another upwards teleport. Ah, okay, so here's the shell. This is the shell that they were mining out from the timber hearth, I reckon. No! 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 Leave me be! I don't want to be taken! Woo. But yes, I don't believe the sandworms exist. And if they did, they either will have been taken up with all of the sand and they are no longer here. Or if they are here, maybe there could be a way to get inside this core. That's unsettlingly large. Okay, that is the end of the loop. Oh, I don't know what to do next. What do I do? What am I missing? How do I learn some more things? I kind of want to... Okay, right, so let's face it. Whoa. Alright, I got to do some more stuff with learning quantum things. I've got to do the quantum entanglement thing, and I don't know what I'm missing. I don't know what I'm missing with that one. Because I thought I'd done it, but it still says I have to recall the thing. So I've obviously not cleared it. And I've still got to figure out how to get up into the quantum tower on the Brittle Hollow. Also not figured out how to do that one just yet. So I guess the frustrating with the quantum learning. So I guess I gotta figure out what it was that I missed. On the quantum entanglement rock on the Ember Twin. Yeah, so I probably should spend a little bit more time looking at my little ship's log. And I guess I did do that at the beginning of this loop, or at the beginning of the last loop, to try and figure out what to do next. Reread and reread and reread and reread and reread. Yeah, I get the picture. Oh, I guess while I'm in a momentary point of being stuck, hang on, let me just grab my spacesuit so it's easier to get around. While I'm here, why don't I go check out the new exhibits in the observatory? I haven't done that yet. Oh, and while I'm here, let's do my ship's log. I've landed on that one now. Rumor mode. Nope, that didn't clear anything there. There's more to explore here. So presumably I gotta try and find it on the interloper? Or I gotta use it to get to somewhere? There's more here that I've not fully explored, which is kind of annoying. Or maybe I should go find that ship while the interloper is melting, rather than going down the cracks. While as it gets close to the sun, that could be something I could do. Gravity cannon. It's not telling me anything more about that. That's not telling me anything more. The Ash Twin project. I want to get there. An advanced warp core was approved for installation in the central chamber of Ash Twin. So that's in the central chamber of Ash Twin. And it's an advanced warp core. So what's the other side of that warp core? Where is it? Presumably I can use that to get into the Ash Twin. It really... Hang on. Reread and reread. Interesting. It does really make you think. It really does. And I'm thinking a lot. I'm trying to think lots. The Ash Twin Towers, I know about them. I know about the Sun Station. So most reach the enemy's natural life cycle. Whitehall Station. This just takes me back to the surface of the Brittle Hollow. Got the High Energy Lab, which I definitely did get to, and I learned about. I saw the time interval happening in person, which was really cool to see. Ash Twin Tower designs, the design of each of the towers and the Ash Twin's equator, designed to visually reflect the destinations. Towers allowed the Nomai to quickly travel between all of the celestial bodies of this solar system, which made it easy to get around and get the resources. Wait a minute. Okay, so let's pay special attention to the direction of... Wait a minute. Okay, the Nomai plant. I haven't actually read any of the text on the arrows. How have I missed that for so long? How have I missed I could read the arrow? Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay, the Nomai plan to construct technology capable of producing a 22-minute negative time interval on the Ash Twin. An advanced warp core was approved for installation. Oh, no. Okay, no. All of these lines are basically a bullet point on here. Okay, so no, it's fine. Yeah, you can read the arrows. View rumor on the arrow. There we go, look. One of the islands in the Giant Steep has a Nomai statue on the beach, just like the one Gabbro brought back to Timber Hearth. Statue Island, as Gabbro calls it, is the one with the two islands connected by a natural rock arch. Oh no! How many other people didn't know that you could read the arrows? Are we all learning things together now? Okay, Gabbro sees a bright flash in the sky at the start of every loop. Something must be happening on the blah blah blah. Today I learned. Thank God I'm not the only one. Hang on. I think we all deserve a cookie for that. Unfortunately, I'm the only one that gets to eat it. Nom 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 nom. But I think no great losses, because I think each one of these corresponds to a bullet point in here. Oh no, it doesn't, because I don't see the Gabbro entry. Ah, okay. The Nomai built orbital probe cannon. I know that. The Nomai construction yard saw something sink beneath the surface, which they'd previously thought was impossible. Wait, hang on. I don't think I saw the thing that sank down from the construction yard. The only thing that I saw sink down that I visited in the core of the Giant's Deep was the probe receiving terminal module thing from the launch station. I didn't see a second thing. Maybe it's irrelevant. Feldspar found a way to reach the core of the Giant's Deep. I know that. When I launch my scout into the sea, that crashes and it ends up in a much bigger space. Yeah, well, we know about that. Rebek's camp. I should go and visit Rebek again. Because I've learnt many... I should go and speak to all of them, really, because I've learnt many things since. Successfully repaired another satellite for Gosan. Village. Right, okay. I'm going to spend a bit more time looking at this in a bit, and I'm just going to go effectively from the start, which is the village. Just kind of trace my steps, make sure I've read everything. But I also, because I foresee that probably taking an entire loop to do, because I'm quite a slow reader in general. So I just want to go to the observatory and see if I can see the new exhibit that's there that the game's been telling me about from the very beginning. Ow. Huh. There we go, let's go inside. Oh, there's some more people around. Hey, Hornfells, Gosan, Feldspar, Esker, and Slate? I'm guessing Slate. Yeah. Have I explored everything that I can explore on the Atla-Rock? Atla-Rock, even. Hello, talk to Hal. Hey, I was just about to come find you. Look, you've got to see this. The Nomai statue's eyes are open. They used to be closed. Probably should have started with that, and now they've opened. We're not sure why they opened, since no one actually saw it happen, but this is huge news. I know why they opened. Should someone tell Gabbro, or maybe Rebek? Oh, stars, this is so exciting. It's making my stomach hurt. You should probably calm down a bit. Hello, statue that synced up with me. Hornfells. Hey, look at this. The statue opened its eyes. Bet you wish you'd seen that happen. I did see it happen. Me too. I'm not even a little closer to understanding what's going on with this statue. Was there something you needed? I found Feldspar. You found Feldspar? And they're in the dark bramble. Stars above. This is wonderful news. Thank you. Thank you for finding them. That Feldspar didn't immediately join you on your ship and return here is incredibly Feldspar of them. About that, we were never entirely sure what Feldspar was thinking back then, either. Still, we ought to finish them. We ought to fish them out of that dreadful place with all haste. I'll radio Gosan and have them prepare a ship. It really should be Gosan who brings Feldspar home. Aw, they're a couple. Again, thank you. You can hardly imagine how profoundly happy I am to hear they're alive and unharmed. Where are the other travellers? Chert is on the Hourglass Twins. Oh, the Hourglass Twins. That's what they're called, not the Ember Twins. Rebek is on Brittle Hollow, and Gabbro is on Giant's Deep. And there's Feldspar, obviously, but we don't know how. I just told you where he was. Right. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? This remarkably intact statue was carved by the Nomai, an ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. I don't think there's anything new to be learnt here. Note the decorative jewellery that has been carved as part of the antlers. Blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, anything else to learn? That's that. Cassava, we're nearly there. We're nearly ready, Felix. But look, Felix and I have finished construction. She says calibrating the device won't take long. I wonder if we'll ever see like the incomplete part of this. Fortunately, the Atla rocks lack of atmosphere will make calibrating simple. Oh, this was on the Atla rock, and they made a little sort of pointer on there. Yeah, I've already been there. This is art, pottery. I think that was it. Ooh, excuse me. Having a small coughing fit. One moment. Okay, I'm back. I'm alive. I'm still alive. So they figured out those warp cores and put like miniature ones on our scouts. Yeah, okay, so that's how they figured that one out, blah blah blah. So I'm knowing some of the significance to all of these things. I've learnt about that. What about these images? That's Timber Hearth. I've been to these places. That's just the life cycle of the star, and then it goes supernova. There's a little... Oh, it's alive! It didn't react to me. With minimal atmosphere. I suspect the fact that people are talking about the open eyes of the statue is pretty much it. Alright, so there's the Hourglass Twins, there's us. That is the Brittle Hollow, I think? Yeah, because that's the Ember Lantern. That is the Interloper. That must be the Dark Bramble, and that's the Giant Steep. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the Interloper. Okay. Have we got anything here for me to interact with? This is odd. According to my redshift calculations, every single galaxy in this image is moving away from us. Oh, but yeah. I've already read this, I remember that. And what about this one? Hornfield's observations. But they're not the galaxies. Okay, I've read all of this as well. Okay, that's about it. Time to go back to our ship. Sorry, this is probably not the most exciting part of all of this. Hello. Oh, wait. There we go. Museum shard. There you are. There you are. Blah blah blah. Moving rock. Until of course we do this, and then it doesn't move around anymore because we have locked it in place. Is there... I could do with exploring that moon a bit more. Alright, okay, that's all we can do here. Back to our ship. Let's read some more. Oh, okay, this is the, yeah. let's read our ship's logs. I can't get in there. Oh, that guitar is so nice. Oh man, this guitar is quite nice. Have I talked to you? Yes, I have talked to you. Alright, well, give the beans. Nice. Ah, the music, right? Right? Okay, so let's do some reading. Blah, blah, blah. Then we've got the Zero G Cave. That was some training. I don't know why text the observatory talks about calibrating some sort of device on the Atla Rock. That was the device on the Atla Rock, but it couldn't see a thing, so they made a stronger one and put it on the top of or the bottom of the Brittle Hollow, so then that's where I went. But let's read some of these arrows. On the South Pole, then we've got Rebek's camp. I should probably go and say hello to Rebek again, so let's go and do that at some point. It says you can't get to the observatory from the surface. I already knew that. There's probably a path to it beneath the crust somewhere, which we did manage to get to at some point, eventually. From there we learnt about the tornadoes. Okay, so there's two paths to beneath Brittle Hollow's surface that led to the observatory. One starts at the gravity cannon, the other starts at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge! The Nomai at the Southern Observatory constructed a model of the Giant's Deep that revealed how an object might sink below the ocean's strong currents. We've learnt about that, we figured all of that out. Concerns that the probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small, hence why firing as many as possible was probably just going to increase their chances, and so they did. Ah, the music. Eugene says Pog. Yeah, that is very Pog music. Yeah, watching the sun rise in Tibath is very nice. I agree. Very chill. Okay, so we've done all of that. So that then took us from here, eventually, ultimately, to the orbital probe cannon. So the remains of the probe cannon station are in orbit around Giant's Deep. There's three passage access ways branching off from the central hub area. Orbital probe cannon was created to find the precise location of the eye of the universe, and we did eventually learn that the Nomai were able to get the precise location. And those coordinates sit at the center of the Ash Twin, so we need to figure out how to get there still. So we've got the control module, then we've got the launch module, and then we've also got the tracking probe module, which fell and we found the coordinates, but we don't know what the coordinates yet are. Construction yard. According to the Nomai computer, a long-range probe was recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. But like, how recent, like, how up to date was that log? Was that like now, or was that like 280,000 years ago now? Don't know. The Nomai of the construction yard saw something sink beneath the water's surface. Feldspar found a way to reach the core, which we've managed to get to, and then we passed through the electrical barrier and reached the coral forest at the planet's core. Now, something niggling the back of my mind is now telling me I've not actually explored everything in the ocean depths. But I'd hope the game would tell me that by having a little sort of orange asterisk to say there's more to explore here. A la the Frozen Nomai Shuttle. So maybe I could go back there at some point. Gabro says there's a strong current beneath the surface of the ocean that prevents anything from sinking below it. Yeah, okay, so we did a bunch of learning here. So that took us around that way. We've got Feldspot's camp. We learned a bunch of things. Frozen jellyfish, dark rebel seed. Okay, so we got to the Statue Island. This island must be where the Nomai created statues like the one in our observatory. I found a Nomai statue lying on the beach. It looks just like the one in our observatory. Funny that. Yeah. So then we've got the statue workshop. Nomai statues were designed to pair with a single user, record their memories and send their memories to the storage unit within the Ash Twin project. That's the second reason why I want to get there. Each storage unit inside the Ash Twin project was equipped with a mask, the statue's counterpart, which could then send those stored memories back to the corresponding user. Hence the loops. The statues were designed to only activate once the Ash Twin project succeeded, or in the event that it failed. So, I mean, that begs the question, though, still. Did the Ash Twin project succeed or fail? We have to assume that the point of the Ash Twin project was to create a 22-minute loop, right? And it's done that, so therefore it's succeeded. And then the masks activate, sending our memories back to the versions of ourselves 22 minutes ago, because that's how the big warp happens, right? So the advanced warp core that I have to assume is at the center of the Ash Twin is the black hole side, meaning that as soon as that activated, giving enough energy, it arrived 22 minutes before warping, because that's the time interval that they noticed, so provided enough energy you could sort of extend that to 22 minutes. And that's how it's able to project the memories back into us, because it just pops back 22 minutes. Yeah, okay, so we figured out, so yeah, I mean, we understand how that works now. The question is, what's the exit of that advanced warp core? Because there's always a black hole and a white hole corresponding part to it. What's the white hole location corresponding part to the Ash Twin project warp core? Am I making sense? I think I'm making sense in my brain. I don't know if the words are coming out right. Unless... No, unless. Unless... Yes, unless. Unless... that advanced warp core is... No, because that makes no sense, because You only need to sort of transport the masks back. It just needs to be big enough for them to go back. I was going to say, unless the advanced warp core is able to teleport or transport the whole solar system all in one go. But no, it doesn't. It doesn't need to. You just need to get the masks to survive the supernova, because then they appear back in the timeline 22 minutes prior and upload the memories to the people that they're synced with. So you only need to transport those, thereby giving a 22-minute like failsafe. Right. So I have to assume that the Ashwin project succeeded, but it succeeded 280,000 plus year later than they intended it to, because of the explosion of the interloper causing all of the Nomai to die. So there was no one to effectively press go, blow up the sun, to give us the energy to give the 22-minute loop 280,000 years ago. Which is tragic for the Nomai. It still doesn't answer the question, like, who is the third person? Anyway, next. Every memory recorded by a Nomai statue is transmitted to a corresponding storage unit within the Ash Twin. So, let's read this a little bit. The central chamber inside the Ash Twin was physically sealed off by an immensely thick protective shell. So we know what that is, we know that where that came from, we know what was mined to do that. They plan to construct technology capable of producing a 22-minute negative time interval on the Ash Twin. Every memory recorded by the statue is then transmitted to the corresponding unit, and then it pops up 22 minutes earlier and just uploads those memories to the people that are synced to it. An advanced warp core was approved for installation. Okay, so it obviously must have been constructed and installed. The Nomai mines. Blah blah blah. So we're mined to get the protective shell, the materials for it. Once the shell was finished, the Nomai checked to ensure there were no longer any physical entrances or cracks, and the Nomai discovered a species of four-eyed semi-aquatic life forms in the waterways near the mine. That's us, or at least our ancestors. Okay, yeah, and then we've got the volcanic testing site. We learned a bit about that. Here's some text on the arrow. The Nomai were mining ore somewhere on Timberhearth, but we learned about that. We know where that was being mined from. Okay, so let's go this one. Advanced warp core was approved for installation. Yeah, we know about that. The Black Hole Forge. Tower's alignment point is not. Wait, hang on. A tower's alignment point is not its warp receiver, rather a warp tower always aligns with the center of the corresponding astral body. Okay, yep, fine. The warp receiver must be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. Hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body with a shared alignment point in between them. All of the warp towers were being constructed on the Ash Twin, while the 6 warp receivers were being constructed at different locations. So we managed to find them. Wait, 6? So there was... Okay, let's count them. Let's just go over them in our heads. So I say our in my head. There was the warp platform to the Sun Station. There's the warp power to the warp platform to the Giant's Deep, to the Brittle Hollow, to Timberhearth, what else? I want to say the Dark Bramble, but there wasn't one to the Dark Bramble. Oh, there was one to the other Ember Twin, I believe. What's the sixth one? I can't remember. While the sixth warp receivers were being constructed. Okay, yeah. The Nomai named Poke, or Poke, Poke, successfully forged an advanced warp core. So it was successfully forged. So we learnt about that. How we know about this is how the warp platforms work. A black hole forge is suspended below the hanging city. Found a switch in the meltwater district that raises and lowers the forge. Black hole forge district is the highest district in the hanging city. A Nomai named Poke planned to create a new advanced warp core in the black hole forge. Oh, okay, no, that's the one that basically said it was successful. Hanging City. I know I traveled to the well, we've learned about these kind of things. Okay. Let's have a look. No more crafted warp cores at the Black Hole Forge before delivering them to the Ash Twin. Ash Twin towers. Several large towers form a ring around the equator. The Whitehall station was used as a model for these towers, which were built for the Ash Twin project. Should I get... Do I need to visit the Whitehall station again? The towers on Ash Twin were modelled after the Whitehall station. Whitehall station. Every Nomai warp tower is tuned to a specific astral body. To use a tower, you must be standing on the warp platform. Blah, 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 blah. They noticed something strange. Object arrived before they left. Negative time interval, which then led to the whole Ash Twin project thing. So that went to the High Energy Lab. And I've managed to get there, and I managed to see it in action, which is really cool. I got a real kick out of that. The Nomai successfully reproduced the temporal anomaly. The Nomai discovered they could increase the time interval if you gave it more energy. Nomai wanted to know if a 22-minute negative time interval was possible. I still wonder why it's like, why 22 minutes? Why not 20? Why not 30 minutes? But then, of course, you could sort of answer that question with maybe 22 minutes in the language of the Nomai was a nice round number for them, right? So maybe 22 minutes in our language was 30 minutes in their language. Or an hour. Or even just a minute. It probably was like a round number for them. Yep. And then we've got designs. Designs for each tower on Ashquin's Equator. Each tower warps to a different planet, although many Nomai were quick to know that the sun is not actually a planet, which is quite fun to read. Each tower was designed to visually reflect its warp destination. The towers allowed the Nomai to quickly travel between the Ash Twin and all the other locations. Fine. Sun station, designed to make the sun go supernova, but it failed. The Nomai fired the sun station, but it had no effect. After the failure, the Nomai took a break to investigate the newly arrived comet, which then led to the ultimate. It's still a planet to me, damn it! Is it? Took a break to investigate the newly arrived comet, which was ultimately the tragic downfall of all Nomai in the solar system. And then you would just need to have to wait till the end of the sun's natural life cycle for it to go supernova, which then produced enough energy for the Ash Twin project to create the 22-minute time loop. thereby going to the last point there. According to the Nomai computer, the sun has reached the end of its natural life cycle, but none of the Nomai, we think, are still alive to know that. Still don't know who that third owner of the mask within the Ash Twin is. Anyway, so we've learned about these things. Whitehall Station, we've got the Northern Glacier. It says there is a Whitehall Station on the other side of Brittle Hollows. Black Hole. Several Nomai returned to the station to investigate an equipment reading that appeared to violate causality, which was the first thing that was like, it arrived before it left type of thing. Covered in snow and ice, blah blah blah. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this stuff alone for now. I'll get back to it. Sunless City. Jump to the surface, blah blah blah. So this is their history. This is some lore. No, my children used to play a game at the Fossil Fish Cave. That was kind of cute. Reading about all of their sort of little sort of childlike innocent interactions and like the rules that they made for their hide and catch game. So that was kind of adorable. Used to play a game here. The little fish lined up against the wall, and the anglerfish let go, and they just sneaked to the other side. Blindfold was added because they figured they was blind. Yep. Let's see what we've got here. I found a cave with an anglerfish fossil inside, but the opening is only big enough for my scout. Escape pod 2, I've learned about that. No, my survivors who crashed on the Ember Twin decided to seek shelter in the caves beneath. Discovered a long-term shelter. Chert's camp. I need to go and visit Chert as well. What's he said? Chert has spotted an unusually high number of supernova recently, which is really sad because he had a massive, effectively panic attack. Really, all of the suns and moons are dying, including our sun. Chert thinks the lack of surface ruins means that no one must have lived underground, which we did find, and then there's the Sunless City. Debated building a sun station in order to power the Ashen project. Several Nomai opposed its construction, arguing that failure could result in the destruction of our solar system. But I guess that's kind of what they wanted to do, but it would have been fine due to the 22-minute loop. Oh! Which meant that if it worked, they would have arrived 22 minutes prior to blowing up the sun, allowing them to basically say, hey guys, don't blow up the sun, because now we know it worked. But then you've got a paradox, because then you don't send anyone back. It's a let's not go there. Alright, what else have we got to learn here? We've got the old settlement. Nomai construction temporary set shelter. Work together to recall the eye-shaped signal that encountered while on board the vessel. The signal was somehow altered, blah blah blah. So we've already we've already learnt about a bunch of these things. Mind blown, brain gone supernova. Yeah, it very easily could when you start thinking about time paradoxes. I've spent too much time thinking about time, ironically, to thinking about time paradoxes in my life. No one loves a power ducks. Huh? Did I say power ducks? I didn't mean. So, escape pod, blah blah blah, so that was that one. Got Nomai survivors crashed on Brittle Hollow. Climbed down a cliff to shelter below the surface. One of the 3 escape pods. Then we've got Mural 1, Nomai countering the signal. Dark Rebel ensnaring the vessel. 3 escape pods evacuating the vessel, but one of them got stuck there, which was kind of tragic for them because they couldn't get back. They got lost and they didn't have enough oxygen, and that was incredibly sad. We had one landing on the Hourglass Twins and one landing on the Brittle Hollow. I will happily gaslight you into believing that. that I said power ducts. Now we've got to invent the law for what power ducts are and why no one wants them, or why no one loves them. Are they kind of like the ugly power duck thing? Yeah, okay. As if it was in 2 locations at once. Okay, the survivors from Escape Pod 3 detected 2 distinct beacons from the vessel. Oh, that was the one that got stuck. Yeah, that's that one. Yeah, that got stuck there. And then we've got the gravesite, which is incredibly sad. Survivors abandoned the wreckage and attempt to return to the vessel. Survivors decided to follow the closer of the 2, but that was ultimately their downfall. Vessel beacon was dying. It's still able to receive, but it can't transmit. If I launch my scout to see it, I can take photos of an enormous derelict ship. So I managed to find it. Launch my scout, then we get to the vessel. Okay, so there's still something in the vessel that I wasn't able to activate. I found a recording. Let's see, I activated the 3-sided pillar on the vessel's bridge that appeared to be some sort of input device. But I didn't see what it did, and I'm not entirely sure if I did it correctly, so maybe I need to go back and re-investigate that. The vessel's warp core is long dead. I've got no way of doing anything with that. They tried to call for help. The outgoing message broke. Yeah, okay, so I found a recording with you, blah, blah, blah. I'm not entirely sure if there's more to learn. I'd hope that the game, again, would say that there's a little asterisk to say there's more to explore here. But it hasn't. The vessel's warp core broke when the ship crashed in the Dark Bramble. Then we've got the Hanging City. Decided to obtain the powerful... Okay, so I found a switch, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, so basically learned all of that, and then we're going back over to the Ash Twin project. An aim nowhere, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I've read all of these things. I think what's left now is going over some of these, which I will do. Let's just have a read of these. So there's obviously something that I'm missing here, because I can't just have them floating in space doing nothing, right? So there's got to be some kind of connection from something over here going down into that, or this one going out into these, or this one going out into some other things. Maybe it's related to these. Maybe it's related to the 6th location. And maybe that 6th location is related to this thing. Hornfels noticed something strange in one of the photos. And so then we've got like a rumour going from there outwards. So in order to advance that one, I've got to be able to figure out some of these a bit more. Maybe. The gravity cannon, that's also kind of on its own. That's kind of related to the quantum moon, because it sent. This is the one that sent the shuttle to the quantum moon, provided they learnt all of their secrets from this thing. But I managed to get there on my own because I only needed to learn about the quantum entanglement stuff, or the observation thing from the Giant's Deep. But I've obviously missed some things. So that's what that one is. I'd like to think that that was also connected to a bunch of things. That's probably connected to a bunch of things related to the 6th location with the quantum moon. So these are probably going to be interlinked with something. And then these two things. These two things. There's more to explore here. For those of you still watching, this is the thing that I said was frustrating. I don't know how to clear that, so I'd have to go back, maybe go back to the shuttle itself, and try and find it as it melts, getting too close to the sun. I don't know. There's more to explore here. Shuttles have heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. 2 of the Nomai located the fissure, and they went on the sunward side, so they descended down to investigate. Found 2 missing members of the Nomai shuttle crew near a large ruptured stone that looks like it exploded from the inside, causing the death of everything in the solar system, apart from us, as we were somehow protected by the minerals within timber hearth, which is why they decided. Which is not why they decided to use it to protect the thing. They came to that conclusion via other means. But coincidentally, whoever was on the inside of the Ash Twin project within the Ash Twin at the time of explosion survived, methinks. Oops. So they determined the exotic matter was both lethal and under extreme pressure. If the stone were to rupture, the exotic matter within would rapidly expand, completely blanketing the solar system almost instantaneously. One of the Nomai stayed behind to examine the alien matter, while the other rushed back to the surface to warn the rest of the Nomai, but not fast enough, which is sad. So what? So there's more here to do. I've got to go back there somehow. I kind of want to still get there, but I don't know how to get there yet. There's got to be some way, right? Okay, so let's have a read of some of these things going from the Northern Glacier. This is where they first recreated the warp technology. The Nomai on the Brittle Hollow observed a phantom moon that would sometimes appear in the sky. I was able to land on the surface of the moon. I found a dead Nomai on the inside. Okay, so the Solanum's shuttle. A Nomai named Solanum landed a shuttle on the quantum moon's south pole and prepared to make the rest of the journey on foot. Visitors to the quantum moon always arrive at the south pole for reasons unknown to the Nomai. We've got the quantum shrine. You have recalled the rule of quantum imaging, so I definitely know that one. But then it tells me I need to recall the rule of quantum entanglement. Now, I thought I had already done that, because I used it to sort of bop around on the Ember Twin. So I'm going to have to go back and investigate that. So I've obviously missed something. Or there's another, like, quantum towery thing somewhere that I need to visit? I don't know. And then I also need to recall the rule of the 6th location. So I've got to figure out how to get up the tower still on the Brittle Hollow. That one's a small frustration because I've still not figured that one out, but I'll get there eventually. There's always the wacky idea of using a gravity slingshot using the black hole, but I don't think that's necessarily going to work. But maybe it will. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That'll be a last resort, I think. So then we've got the 6th location. So quantum moon sometimes disappears, possibly to an unknown 6th location. Right, so this arrow says Nomai on Ember Twin observed a moon that would disappear, blah blah blah. So we quantum locator moon. That was on the Atla-Rock. Nomai hypothesized that the quantum moon might be a form of macroscopic quantum mechanics. Travels to a total of 5 locations, they thought, but then there's actually a 6th location. Okay, so then we've got... Oh, but then that's not kind of connected. Look, there's a little sort of gap, so we're obviously missing something. So, we've got the gravity cannon, a huge cylindrical structure that generates a strong upward gravity field. I recall the Nomai shuttle from the quantum moon. A Nomai named Solanum was told to visit the Tower of Quantum Knowledge on Brittle Hollow's equator to learn one final rule before embarking on her pilgrimage to the quantum moon. The question is, did she learn that, and is that why she ultimately perished on the quantum moon? Or did she perish on the quantum moon because of the explosion of the interloper? I don't know. This tower, located on the equator, held useful knowledge for Nomai embarking on their first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. So presumably the Nomai frequently visited or could frequently pilgrimage to the quantum moon. A Nomai named Solanum was told to visit the Tower of Quantum Knowledge on the final rule before. Oh no, maybe on their first pilgrimage, and then they've got to learn one final rule before embarking on her pilgrimage to the quantum moon. It's kind of saying the same thing twice there, but with a little bit more detail the second time round. Quantum Shard. That's on the top of the Riddle Hollow. Strange rock. Shard that wanders around when no one's watching. Determine the shard is the reason why objects in the grove behave in the quantum manner. Nomai hypothesized that this shard is actually a piece of the quantum moon. This shard emits the same signal as the quantum moon. Then we've got detected quantum signal coming from somewhere at Giant's Deep. And so then we went and had a visit, and we learnt about the rule of quantum imaging. And that's what I used to get there. Remember the other quantum shards have other lessons to teach. Well, yeah. I guess I know that now. But I thought I'd learned the one from the other one. Right? I thought I'd learned the quantum entanglement one. No, I detected a quantum signal coming from somewhere on Timber Hearth, so I went to go and investigate that one. And there is a strange rock in this grove that moves when I'm not watching. It emits a signal on the quantum fluctuations frequency. I found a poem on one of the trees in the grove. I don't think I understand the poem, though. What do I need to go back. I'll need to go back and visit. Because what lesson has that one got to teach me? Quantum Caves, that's the other place. Let's read this. A quantum signal coming from somewhere on the Hourglass Twins. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So we've got the Hourglass Twins and the one on Timber Hearth. I've still not unlocked everything about those. This one has got one coming out from there, so presumably this one will also have one coming out from there. But I mean, I'd say the same against this, but it doesn't. But then this one was a lot more straightforward. It's just like, it is the tower, and it clearly taught me some stuff. The Wandering Rock was first spotted in a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at Ember Twins North Pole. At the bottom of the dry lake bed. A Nomai named Calais mysteriously vanished from a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at Ember Twins North Pole. Then you got Lake Bed Cave. A Nomai named Calais was standing at on the Wandering Rock when another Nomai lantern died. When they relit the lantern, Calais and the rock were both gone. I know this. To travel with a quantum object, I must stand on the object and cease to observe my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. Calais used this quantum rule to escape the cave he was trapped in. So I know the rule then! Calais and Malore returned to examine the rock. They theorized that when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and cease to observe his or her surroundings, the being can become entangled with that quantum object, and they both move together. When a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to observe, they get entangled and move with it. So isn't that the rule of entanglement then? So why why was this saying I've not done it then? Yeah, I do sound pretty knowledgeable on the rule, right? So why is it said recall the rule of quantum entanglement? I know it. What have I missed? What have I not triggered in the game? What does it think I've missed? Oh! Okay, no, hang on. I said oh as if I've come to some like deep revelation. The thought with that oh was, does it count the rule after I've shared what I've learned there with one of the other astronauts? So should I go back to Gabbro? Should I go back to the person who's sitting around on Earth to basically say, hey, I've learned something? Because I think I did that with Gabbro. I think? I can't really remember. That's what my O was about. But like yes, everyone is saying it really makes you think. It's all very interesting and humming and hawing. So the question is, what do I do? Where do I go? What do I do? Who do I talk to? I did say I'd go back to Rebek's camp. But maybe I wait. Maybe I go to someone else? Maybe I go back to oh, what's his name on the Ember Twin? What's his name? Not Gabbro. What's his name? I just saw it. Is it Rebek? No, not Rebek, because that's that guy. Delilah. I just saw it though. Feldspar? Chert? Yeah, it could be Chert. Yes, Chert, yes. Let's go and say hello to Chert. Just say what we've learned, see if there's any more insight we can glean. I feel like I should also go and say hello to Gabbro again on the Giant's Deep, because I think I've learned a few more things since I last spoke with him. I don't know. Let's go speak to Chert, because he's the one that may or may not get this. He's the one that may or may not prove my immediate theory in terms of recalling the so-and-so rule. So let's go do that. Let's go do that. I can't believe the loop hasn't concluded yet. So it must have been frozen while I was reading my ship's log. Right. Chat's camp. Sandra in the sun. Oops. Oh, hello. I kind of want to speak to you as well. So I don't think I've spoken to them properly. Right, okay. Let's trust the autopilot! Away! Oh my god, look at the time. It's 20 to 1. Okay. Let's get to the end of this loop and then call it a night. Hello, Quantum Moon, my old friend. Good to see you. You've got more secrets to tell me, I fear. I'll be back later. Right, okay. He is on the North Pole. crash into that thing. There's that. Wait, is that the South Pole? Oh. No, where is it? Oh yeah, there. Okay. This isn't it. I've got to the South Pole, haven't I? I'm on the South Pole. Right, okay. It's definitely nothing to learn. Yeah, no. Play recording, chats, research notes, property of chat. Blah blah blah. Choose next to spot. What's the speed rotating device for? Okay, no, definitely been here. I think I've read that one, but let's grab it quickly. What's that? Oh no, that's just the dark ramble. Right, okay, put that there. Grab that. Put that there. Grab that. Put that there. And I've definitely read this. This is where I learned about the 6th location, because it kind of disappears. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. Back into my ship, let's go to the North Pole. Right. There's the ship. Let's park next to him. Let's be neighbours. Oh. Oops. I think I bumped into his... It's fine, it's only a small knock. I'm sure it'll just buff right out. Alright, okay. Hello chat, I'm back. Did you miss me? Can I use this? No. Alright, okay. Fletch, what have you just said? This is where you find out the whistling person near your starting planet that you skipped can tell you all of the secrets. I know! How frustrating would that be? You're right, I do still need to talk to them. Okay, how about this? We get to the end of this loop, and then I'll respawn on Ember Hearth anyway, so it'll just be a quick hop over to the moon. So we'll then go and speak to them on the moon. On the moon, not the sneaky moon. And then we can just sort of meditate to the end of the cycle, and then call it a night. Okay. Right. So, oh, it's you. I take it your first one. Which one? Well, I have a question for you. What are you up to? Hornbills noticed our start charts are out of date, so I came to look at them. But something seems off. See what? That's not normal at all. Okay. How dangerous is that big falling sky? Scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8. Pretty tough though. Right now, sand is flowing from blah blah blah. Okay, but it'll go back and forth, so we've already learnt about this. Check out the other twin once more of its sand drains off. I promise you won't be disappointed. Okay, I found something. This will be the proof to the pudding. Please do tell. Right. Oh no. Alright, okay. Oh yes, everyone loves a good mystery, don't they? Who wouldn't wonder about a moon that's sometimes there and sometimes not? I've observed the quantum moon orbiting each of the 5 planets, but sometimes it simply disappears from the sky altogether. Maybe there's another place it travels to. Unfortunately, if there is, I've never seen it. Perhaps if I took a closer look at these star charts... I understand now. I have a question for you. I found something. Something about the sun station. Okay, is that what's in orbit around the sun then, do you think? This sun station? Quite clever of the Nomai to devise a way to study the sun up close and personal. It must have been tremendously difficult to construct and hot inside, I can only imagine. I wonder how they were able to travel back and forth from the sun station and the Hourglass Twins when the slightest slip-up would have meant a fiery death. Have a question for you. Found something. Found modern Nomai transmission saying the universe is dying. You... What? I don't... What? You mean to say there are modern Nomai out in other parts of space? And they believe the universe, all of it, the whole thing, is dying? Currently? Right now? If that's true, how could I have missed so many signs? The supernovae were there, but I've been studying the stars for, well, what does it matter if... Oh, I'm very sorry, but I have to look over my charts. I hope you don't mind. Oh, okay. So I've given him a little crisis. The stars are all dying, there are too many supernovas. Oh, we're next. Do you understand? Our sun, by Hearth's name, we're next. Oh no. I'm just saying hi. Oh, poor Chet. I'm so sorry. You didn't want that. He's a sad little egg, isn't he? Right. Oh, that's the sun. Interlope is on its way back, so we don't have a lot of time. There's not a lot of stars in the background anymore. I haven't really got time to find the hey, the sand. To find the teleporting rocks here either. Nor do I really have time to finish my thought. Come on. Nor do I have time to go to the Timberhearth moon right now, and even if I did get there in time, I wouldn't have a lot of time to have a conversation. So... yeah, let's meditate until the next loop. As Crisis still goes back to his drums. I mean, that's a mood, isn't it? You go back to what makes you feel comfortable. Right, okay, so that was not the answer to recall the rule of quantum entanglement. I don't think. Because otherwise I would have had... Oh no, but... Because the ship's log wouldn't get updated unless I go back to the quantum tower, right? Or to the shrine on the quantum moon. Okay. Right. I did say that was going to be the last loop, so let's go to the moon, speak to the person on the moon, and see if there's any secrets that can be gleaned from that. Right, okay. Where are you? Yeah, him. I've ignored you for so long. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I feel kind of bad. Anything? No. Chad's camp. Yeah. Didn't really learn anything, did I? Lakebank Cave. Quantum Caves. Yeah, okay, anyway. Atlarock. Yes, please. No one ever visits me. Don't make me feel bad. Because I will feel bad. Alright, okay, where are you? You are in there. Oh, there's a few other things on this surface. Right, okay, let's actually go and land and have a little explore, eh? Wonder what that is. That like a... No, that's just a regular ass crater. Pop. What does this do? Eska's signal scope log. Day 48. Still not picking up Rebec's banjo from Brittle Hollow. I'm sure they're fine, but I'll feel better once I hear their music. Day 51. Listen to Chert play for a while today. Unrelated. Someone should tell Porphy and Gosan their flirting is not subtle from an aerial perspective. Day 55. Banjo music coming loud and clear today. Sounds like Rebec's doing okay. That oaf, I was worried. Day 63. Today I thought I heard something strange. I don't know, it was probably nothing. Day 70. There's the interloper. Hello, goodbye. Day 70. No, it's back again today too. Something strange is coming from Timber Hearth. Day 76. Okay, I know this is crazy, but the sound from Timber Hearth sounds exactly like Feldspar's harmonica. Yep, okay, I was wondering if it was the seed. But Feldspar disappeared in space ages ago. It can't be them. Day 88. It's still here. This is creepy. Maybe Signal Scope is broken? I better talk to Gneiss. Ship log updated. Oh, look, there's still... Yeah, look. Feldspar on there. But he's also over there. He's in 2 locations. You get quite a nice view of the solar system from here. Alright, so unidentified signal located. There you are. Hello. And Eska. Alright, Eska, I know I've not been here for a while. Ever. I hope you can forgive me. We have things to talk about, you and I. Hi. Oh, hey, it's you! Ground Control didn't tell me you were launching. Long time no see. Actually, I guess it's I guess it's been a long time since I've seen anyone. You need to get back onto the onto the planet then. Oh, Fletch, now I see why you said no one ever visits me. The lunar outpost saw more traffic back when our ships were less sophisticated and needed more frequent repairs. Nowadays, it's mostly used to keep a set of eyes on things. Sometimes Chert comes by to say hi, but Gabbro is Gabbro, and you know how Rebec feels about unnecessary spaceflight. Don't go. I mean, anything else you want to ask? Oh, this guy's so lonely. I'll stay with you until the end of the loop. You don't worry about the loops. You don't need to know. A little. I'm in touch with ground control, Hornfels and Gosan mostly, and they radio up to chat now and then. And when ground control forgets I'm up here, and they usually do, I launch my little scout at the village. They forget about you. Our lonely space friend. He is our little lonely space friend. Send him all the hearts. He needs a lot of love. He also needs a hug. They forget about you. I don't blame them. For one, I don't check in as often as the other travelers since I'm always in one place. And it's not so bad up here, really. At least it's peaceful and quiet. You don't always get that in our solar system, let alone in our village. What was his response to? You spy on us? What? No, it's not spying. It's one-way communication that none of the villagers know about because I've never told them. Okay, was that you whistling? Probably, or actually definitely. The other travelers carry instruments, so they don't bother whistling. You can pick up their music with the signal scope, you know? Best spot for that is the North Pole. Great reception. The North Pole is marked in red on your minimap, but the Athalrock is pretty small moon, so really just go north, you can't miss it. What is this place? Haha, very funny. Oh, stars above, you're serious, aren't you? That's just depressing. Welcome to the Lunar Outpost, which apparently the space program doesn't bother to teach anyone anymore. When first we started out at Wilds, travelers used to bring their ships here all the time for repairs. Our spacefaring technology has improved loads since then, though, but the older ships tended to fall apart a lot, like more than they do now. Using the outpost cut down on the number of launches and landings taking place in the village, and also the number of fires. Nowadays, though, it's mostly just me up here raising saplings from Timber Hearth and keeping an eye on things. Oh man. Ship's log updated. So I learned 1 or 2 secrets, but not all the secrets I was hoping to learn. He does have a very lovely whistle, though. Anything to learn? Jetpack fuel. Nothing else, nothing else, nothing else. Right, okay then. Let's go to the South Pole, I guess? Oh yeah, so this is their observatory on the South Pole. And we have our own little auditory South Pole, observation on the North Pole. Hello. Right, okay. I can't take you with me, can I? No. Where'd you go? Okay, no, you just went over to the Giant's Hollow. Giant's Deepu. Giant's Hollow. Alright, okay. That's the Museum Shard. There's the Grove Shard. Then we've got the Tower Shard. Oh, and the Quantum Moon is over there. Hello, Quantum Moon. What else we got? We've got the Cave Shard, which I guess I need to go back to. What else have we got? Cave Shard. There's also Island Shard. Wait a minute. Are they the same cave shard and... Oh no, island shard is way, way far away. Oh hey! Look at you! You're right there. Island shard, that must be on the... Yeah, because that's in line with the thing that I then aimed at the... Cave shard, cave shard, cave shard, cave shard, cave shard. Yeah, okay, the island shard is the Giant's Deep. What else have we got? What else have we got? Game. Hang on, let's make it quiet. There we go. Oh, now that spinning is distracting. Hang on. Can I see it do any kind of like melting from here, I wonder? Probably not. Behind. We've got the Grove Shard. I guess there's more to learn from the Grove Shard as well. Oh, what's that? I think I can see the ship. But now it's going to get out of sight, I think. Okay. So maybe I can see the ship from here, you know? Here is some kind of crater, which we definitely went to at some point. Oops. I never read that thing, I don't think. Play recording. Ah, chat was here. Property of chat. There's an old crater. Neat thing here is that the composition of the samples I took from the impact site matches the composition of the ice on the outskirts of Dark Bramble. That's interesting. I'd posit the Atlarock was hit with a piece of the planet that used to be where Dark Bramble now lies. To follow up, maybe there are more fragments of the old planet Dark Bramble destroyed on other astral bodies in the solar system. Maybe, eh? Alright, okay, fine. I'm getting quite tired. I've got to have a think of what I would like to do and how I would like to tackle them. So, yeah, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I really should go to bed. So, for the end and remainder of this loop, let's have a sit down, roast some marshmallows with our friend here. And I guess doze off. And keep him company, basically. Oh wow. So it's not like an automatic meditation, is it? Thinky time, reflect, absorb, come up with a strategy for next time. Yeah, it's now on the last loop. But yeah, let's keep you company, eh? Yeah, keep him company. I mean, I wasn't good company. I was meditating the entire time, but you know, I was there. So, few things I definitely want to try and do. Quantum moon business, quantum stuff, and figuring out a way of getting to the Ash Twins core somehow. But I feel like one thing, yeah, it's nice just existing together. I agree. But I'm thinking one thing will lead to the other. So I'll need to do quantum stuff first, I think. I do kind of want to visit Rebec again one more time on Brittle Hollow, but I'm not going to do that now. I don't know if there's more to do with the rule of quantum entanglement, but either way, it's something I still need to recall. Whatever that means. Quantum funtum. Yeah, you're not wrong. And then ultimately, it's tackling the question of how do we get inside the quantum tower on Brittle Hollow. So far, the only going strategy I have at the moment is using a gravity assist from the black hole, just having it fling me up. I think that's going to be a recipe for disaster. Anyway, we'll see. Thank you for those who are still with me. I know it's very late. It might not be late. I don't know where everyone is currently sat down. Oh, it's the guitar again. But thanks for watching. I hope that was entertaining. Thought-provoking, maybe? Yeah, slingshot maneuver, using the black hole at the center of Brittle Hollow. That's definitely not a recipe for disaster. But I managed to, yeah, no problem. I've been enjoying it. People have been recommending me play it. I've enjoyed playing it. But yeah, if I can get my spaceship to fly around in the space inside the Brittle Hollow and land upside down by the black hole forge, I'm sure I can figure out the slingshot maneuver, maybe. I have an idea of how to do that as well. Just drop from the tower itself, and then hopefully if I just make it back round, it'll just slingshot me back to where I was. Maybe? And then I use some rocket boosting or something. But yeah, no. It's sort of getting nicely played out by the really nice sunrise music. Cool. Let's see what happens next time. Let's see what I learn. If I learn anything next time. Good night, and maybe see you later. And quit. Bye-bye.